Mary Kiani, welcome to the RMN Podcast. How are you?
I'm all right, Rory. How are you? Hello, listeners.
I'm good. What is happening with Mary Kiani?
What's no happening with Mary Kiani? Well, obviously everybody's been dealing with COVID, and like myself as well. I was scrambling about, like wondering what can I do? Do you know? And I've just spent my life as a performer, as a singer. It's just been my whole purpose in life, and to have that completely taken away from you, it's the weirdest, scariest thing ever. And so what did I do? I set up my PA system on my front porch and I performed live, and I live streamed to all over the world on my front porch every Friday, blasted it out there, even when we were in complete lockdown. Had it so loud. I mean, what were they going to do to me? Do you know, it was my porch. And the porch is the size of a postage stamp, Rory. It's the tiniest porch I've ever seen. You know, and I've got 4 crates, and I've got my computer on top of it, and I've got all my Wi-Fi problems, and I'm frustrated and blah, blah. But for a year and a half, I sung every Friday on my front porch, and I just sung every song that I could remember, and even some songs that I thought I remembered, and then I started singing them and I didn't remember them, or I didn't remember the middle part or whatever. But I must have sung a bucket load of songs, you know, and you know, you're looking around for new songs. And of course, I've got all my TTF fans on there. I've got all my fans from Scotland all going, "Gi's a bit of this and gi's a bit of that." And I'm like, that's a different show. This is a lunchtime show. Do you know? But I'm still alive. I'd come out with that every now and again. It was quite funny. Do you know what I mean? And of course, all the other people on the stream, maybe for Australia and stuff, they're thinking, what are they talking about? You know, because a lot of people here don't know me from the success and that I had in Scotland. You know, they know me here in Australia from my song I Imagine, and that's what brought me over here. Do you know? But so people know me for all different parts of my music, which is wonderful. You know, different decades of my life. And on that front porch, it gave me a purpose, Rory. I'm a singer. It's what I do, and it git was like a gig, my gig every week. I just loved it. And in fact, but of course, when the COVID restrictions easing a little bit, my work was starting to come back a little bit. You know, I look after a couple of choirs. I've got students that I teach to sing. I actually had a big show for Mardi Gras this year. I put on a Donna Summer show. I had a 7-piece band, and I just rocked the place, Rory. It was phenomenal.
Amazing.
I sweated like a mad woman, and I just loved it. My band were incredible, do you know? And it was just, and you could tell the audience were just so happy to be out. Do you know what I mean? They were just, but they still couldn't dance. So what did I do? What did Mary Doll do? I thought, right, I've got to get, the audience were just happy to be out anyway. So I went and gave out 120 whistles. So when I did Bad Girls, Donna Summer, you toot, yeah, beep, beep. Everybody blew the whistles. And I didn't actually bank on how loud it was going to be. Oh, you know, but I had a ball. My audience had a ball. You know, and then it's just, as a singer and you know, career, whatever, you just got to keep positive and you just got to keep going, you know. And then amongst all that, I got involved with a band called Colonel Mustard and the Dijon Fives. Have you heard of them?
Of course I have.
Of course you have. So I'm featured on their track, This Is Your House. And I bloody love being involved with them. I just think they're an awfully lovely bunch of people, you know, and just promoting peace, love, and happiness and mustard. I love it. It makes me smile every time, do you know? So, and also the biggest thing that I got from them, and you know, this is lovely, you know, being an old woman now, but the respect that I got for these young lads, you know, that kind of grew up with watching me in the under 18s at Fury Murray's, you know, with TTF and all that. And all of a sudden I'm singing on their songs and stuff. And they were just so respectful. And I think in this day and age, there's that much freaking horrible stuff out there. It was just a slice of good stuff. Do you know what I mean, Rory? It was just simple,
absolutely.
Good old-fashioned respect.
When I call your